What you got here, son?
This is a Leslie Model 145 organ speaker.
This thing looks like it would do some damage in my trunk.
Chumlee, it's a little bit too big for your car.
Well, the bigger the better.
Like dumb leading the dumb.
I'm coming down to the pawn shop today to try and sell my Leslie Model 145 organ speaker. The reason I'm looking to sell it today is because I don't have any place to put it, and I just want to get rid of it. I plan on asking $500, but I'd be happy if I got about $200 for it. I know it's from the early '60s, so I think it might be worth some money.
Where'd you acquire this at, son?
I buy storage lockers, and this was in the back, covered in dust.
Yeah, well, it's old enough.
Yeah.
They're very loud speakers. They were set up for organs. Leslie's been around since the 40s. This is probably the 60s at the latest. These Leslie speakers are cool. They were built for organs, but they had other uses too.
Does it work?
I'm not really sure. I don't have the power cord for it, but you can see that it's free moving.
Do you know why that spins?
It makes the sound reverberate more.
If this thing's working properly and you hooked it up, it would vibrate these walls.
Awesome.
In working condition, these things can sell for over $1,000. This one don't look like much, but it's worth gambling on. So what are you wanting to do with it, son?
I'd like to sell it.
And what are you trying to acquire out of it?
I was thinking about $500.
Look, it's a pig in the poke. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it will work. It might cost more to get it refurbished than what it's worth.
Well, why don't you throw me a number?
I'd be a buyer at $200.
How about 400? I mean,
I'm not going over 200 on this guy.
all right, 200.
Somebody go write him up.
Let's go write it up.
I definitely took a risk on this piece. Now I gotta see if we can get the darn thing to work.
Earlier, I dropped off an old speaker to get it fixed. The guy called and said it's ready, so now I'm going to pick it up.
Hey, Chum.
Hey, how you doing? I'm nervous.
Yeah, it was a lot of hard work.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Looks pretty good. All right, so tell me what you did to it.
I did 4 hand-rubbed coats of varnish all over this whole thing, just to bring out the wood. You remember what this looked like before? It was all messed up. Mice had been living in it. I went through and varnished the entire insides, rebuilt everything. Both of the motors that spin it were frozen up from mice pooping on them over the years. So I took them apart and re-oiled them, and they all came back to life, perfect working. And then rebuilt all the bearings on all the moving parts. I built a whole new tube preamp. The original speaker was in it, real rare, real top of the line. You can't buy a speaker that sounds that good anymore.
All right, let's see what this thing pushes.
I like your style. Let's go ahead and plug a guitar into this. You can hear what it sounds like. Originally, the Leslie was only run with a Hammond organ. I completely modified it so you'll be able to plug anything into it. Guitar, bass, vocals, MP3 player. That's just the amplifier, just to let you listen to it before we turn on the tremulant controls. Now, this is what makes the speaker so cool. I added a foot switch to be able to turn on and off.
All right, pretty good there. I can't believe this is even the same speaker. It's awesome. I just hope it doesn't cost too much. All right, well, how much did it cost?
For all the work, that includes the motors, the tube preamp, and all the refinishing. I ended up just charging you $600.
Okay, so I'm 200 into the amp, 600 into the work. That's 800 bucks total. You think it leaves room for a profit?
When these are modified for guitar, there are more people is after something like this. So you end up with a broader market. These are actually going for about $2,000.
Sweet. Thanks, man, you did a good job.
All right, Chum.
Let's load this thing up. This speaker's a score. The old man's gonna be psyched that he took a gamble and won.
I knew Chum wasn't going to be able to keep his hands off that organ speaker. And if he breaks it, I'm going to dock his pay. You gotta be kidding me.
I think I got the hang of this thing.